Hello, YouTube. It has been a while. Didn't know I'd be pressing record today, but I have 5-10 minutes to myself to come here and talk to you. And yeah, obviously I've not posted on this YouTube channel for 1 year, which is crazy because I was posting so much when I was on my Slimming World journey. And yeah, I'm here to kind of talk about what happened and just to kind of let you know where I'm at now. I know a lot of people miss my videos, and yeah, I'm just going to come on here and just, tell you where I've been and what's been happening. So when I was posting on this channel previously, I was doing Slimming World, and I'd lost 2 stone on Slimming World. Slimming World actually had shared my story. So I'd been posted on their Instagram and their Facebook page. I was going on their blog. I had won loads of certificates at the group meets. I'd made loads of friends. Like, I was very much in the Slimming World, like, space. My problem is that when December 2023 came around, I kind of fell off the wagon with the plan and I just couldn't get back onto it. And I remember my weight creeping up and up and up and up and thinking, I just can't get back onto this. And if you guys don't know, I'm also a photographer and I run my own business, and I've got a 2-year-old. So at the time, he was obviously not 2 yet, he was 1 and a bit. And I'm running a business, and it was just, I remember feeling overwhelmed with work, overwhelmed with having a new baby, and just overwhelmed with all my eating. And at the time, I had some health issues going on. So for those that don't know, I've got a thyroid condition, I've got endometriosis, polycystic ovaries, and I've now got arthritis in my knees and my hips. So during that time, I fell off the wagon with my food. Sorry, I need to sneeze really bad. Oh, sorry about that. So I fell off the wagon with my food. And then because I was so busy, I wasn't prepping anything. I started not going to group meets and stuff. And I just slowly came off the wagon. You know how it happens. You start eating chocolate again and crisps and sandwiches and God knows what else, and then you're not prepping and you're just sort of in that horrible cycle of your weight just creeping up. And so that's what happened. During that time, I was out walking with the pram with Henry, my son, and my hip just literally collapsed. And I ended up going to A&E about it because it was really, really painful. And they said it was hip bursitis, which is like an inflammation of the muscle around the hip. And they didn't do anything. Gave me a load of medication, sent me home. I didn't take any of it because I didn't want to take all the strong stuff because I had Henry and it could make you sleepy. So I went home, didn't really want to do that. Went back to the doctor and said, look, I need an x-ray because I can't walk. So I went for an x-ray and it showed that my hip joints had loads of bony spurs and cartilage damage. I had a tear in my hip. So I went for an MRI. That then showed it further. Plus I've got a hip impingement as well. And so I needed to have treatment done. So the surgeon at the hospital put me in for 2 injections. They're separate procedures, but I had injection in both hips under general anaesthetic. My right hip is totally numb and has been for 6 months. And my left hip I only had done recently, and that's kind of like 50% numb. So I'm still in a little bit of discomfort. And he told me that I needed to get the inflammation down in my body. During that time as well, I had some blood work done and it showed that my testosterone was higher, and my hormones were out of whack as well. I had really bad adult acne. I just wasn't in a good place at all. My weight had creeped up dramatically, like I'd gained the whole 2 stone back. And so I wasn't in a good place mentally, physically, like just not in a good space. And so during that time, I was like, I need to get myself back on track. But it took me months to really like start. I kept starting, stopping, and just wasn't really doing it. And then I finally had my endocrine appointment, and I said to her, look, I'm just not losing weight. And I said, I know I've not been perfect, but my body's holding on to everything. I feel inflamed. I've got really bad Raynaud's disease in my hands and feet, and my circulation's poor, and not great. You know, I feel very low and anxious, and all my hormones were all over the place. My cycles were about 70 days long. Like, I was a wreck. And so firstly, they put me on the pill just to regulate everything. And then they put me on a low dose of sertraline as well, just to calm everything down. And then I've got to have a cortisol test as well. And cortisol can stop you from losing weight. So I've got to have that done soon. But what she told me was to try a low carb lifestyle, because my insulin resistance is out of control and I need to get my insulin levels down in my body. So the only way to do that is by eating a low carb lifestyle. And so I've eaten low carb for a while now, and I'm 16 pounds down now. So really making progress, which I'm really happy about. And I don't feel hungry all day. And I've figured out what food keeps me full. And the key to it is meal prepping. So meal prepping every single week, topping it up so that I've got food in the fridge that I can microwave and have ready and prepared for the week. So that's really the key of how I've been able to do this. Now, it's not easy. It is hard, and I've got a long way to go yet to lose all of the weight that I need to lose. But I'm really confident that this lifestyle is what's working for me, because nothing works for me. And although Slimming World did work, it was unsustainable. I felt like the hype of it all, and like the commitment of going to groups, the certificates and everything was so overwhelming. The pressure to keep going back and losing weight got to me, the anxiety of it all. And with work stress and obviously having a new child, a new baby, it was just too much. I felt like I went off the wagon so hard because I couldn't keep up with the pressure of always going on the scale and losing, and that horrible feeling of when you've gained or maintained and you just feel like, oh, you know, I've not done well enough this week. And that was really hard. So yeah, doing it on my own terms is what I need to be doing, and living like a low carb lifestyle is definitely working for me. It's reducing the insulin in my body, it's reducing the inflammation. I still feel full. And yeah, like you're gonna have moments where you're out for dinner, or you're gonna do stuff and you're like, okay, I'm gonna eat that thing, but it's about getting back on the wagon straight away and getting back onto it. So that's what I found is working for me. And yeah, on my Instagram, I'm trying to show videos of what I eat in a day to give people inspiration. And I've got a little Facebook group. There's about 150 plus people in there that all have thyroid and hormone conditions that are looking for meal ideas that I post in. So yeah, lots of really cool things going on, and just, I guess, yeah, reposting on here. Back to kind of square one. I mean, I've lost 16 pounds now, but yeah, back to square one a little bit. But I'm ready to share my journey with you and just, yeah, take you on this ride, hopefully inspire you to get back onto your plan, or whatever plan it is. And that this is not a video to say Slimming World is not good. It's just, it just didn't work for me. I couldn't sustain it. And I know that some people can, and that's great. And I would never ever put you down for trying it, because it worked so well for me. I just couldn't stick to it because of the pressure. So yeah, so that's me. I mean, the rest of my life is busy. I've got he's nearly 2.5 now, and he definitely keeps me busy. My business keeps me busy, and yeah, just trying to look after myself, trying to reduce my stress, trying to look after myself better, trying to eat better, really focusing on my health at the moment. And that's what's inspired me to come back to YouTube and talk to you. And I will try and do videos in between my very busy life. Can't guarantee anything right now, but I thought I would just start here, see how we get on. Anyways, I'll be in the comments if you want to have a chat, and thank you so much for watching and subscribing. I've lost a few subscribers on here, but I'm not surprised because obviously I've not been on here for a year, but maybe we can get them back up again. So yeah, it was lovely chatting to you as always, and I hopefully see you in the next video.